The school curriculum in Northern Ireland has, at its core, an emphasis on the development of the skills and capabilities of pupils, for their lifelong learning and for their effective contribution to society. They are infused throughout the revised curriculum at each key stage. Pupils should have opportunities to acquire, develop and demonstrate these skills in all areas. There are many strategies being implemented at a whole school level to help pupils develop thinking skills and personal capabilities.
In Primary 1 today we're going to use a walking flow map to recount the story of the Very Hungry Caterpillar. The book has been read to children several times and they're very used to the refrain. So now we're talking about sequencing the events that happen each day for the Hungry Caterpillar. What did he have to eat today? And we're looking at the vocabulary of Monday through to Sunday and also the vocabulary of sequencing and putting the pictures in the right order. The next day wasn't any more, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. Well done, that was a super speedy read through the story today. Now, we're going to have to do some thinking, and I need to use a thinking map to retell the story. Who can tell me which thinking map I'm going to use? Oren?
A walking flow map.
Walking flow map, good boy. Why am I going to choose to do a walking flow map? Why a walking flow map? Aoife?
Because it's for you to sequence the pictures.
Well done you using that big word. It's how we sequence the pictures into the
Right.
order. Well done. So I'm going to give you a wee minute to do some thinking. And then I'm going, as you're doing your thinking rhyme, I'm going to give out the pictures from the story to some of my helpers. So before we get ready to do our walking flow map, I'm going to ask you to take some thinking time. Can you get ready to do your thinking by saying our thinking rhyme? Are we ready?
I have a brain inside my head. It tells me when to go to bed. It tells me when it's time to eat. It tells my heart how fast to beat. I need my brain to act and think. And now it's time to think, think, think.
What's the first day we're going to start with on our walking flow map? Monday. Who's got Monday? Good boy, Connor. So can you put yourself in position over here? Perfect. You got your arrow pointing the right direction?
Yes.
Super. Who comes next? Well done, Sophia. What day do you have?
Tuesday.
Good girl. What day comes after Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Well done, Paul. Oh, he's fixing his arrow. Good boy. What day comes after Wednesday?
Thursday.
Well done, Grace. Have you got your arrow?
Yep.
Good. And what's the day after Thursday? Who's
Friday.
got Friday? Well done, Maya. What's the next day? If I can choose someone on the mat to retell the story. Rosa, could you come up? Now, Rosa's job is to walk along the... Which thinking map are we using? And why are we using the flow map? We're sequencing the pictures. We're going to retell the story, Rosa. But this week we've been using our bubble maps to help us come up with interesting words. Instead of just saying, on Monday he ate an apple, I want you to think of a really interesting number word, size word and colour word. And our bubble maps are over there if you need to look back for your ideas. Are you ready? So, you're going to walk that way and I'll go behind. What day are we going to start with? Away you go. Big loud voice so everyone can hear you on the mat.
On Monday, I just ate a big apple.
Well done.
On Thursday.
Let's have a wee look. Have a good girl, Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I ate a little.
What colour are the pears?
Green.
How many pears? So 2 little green pears.
Pears.
Oh, juicy pears. I love that word, juicy. Right, what day are we on to this time?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Boys and girls, well done. That was a super walking flow map today. We've got our task board activities to go to now. So I'm going to be working with the red table today, and the red table are going to be writing their own story, but it's not going to be called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Connor, can you remember what it's going to be called?
The Very Hungry Boy or Girl.
The Very Hungry Boy or Girl. Which thinking hat are we going to have to use to make up our story?
Green.
Our green hat. So I'm going to put our green creative thinking hat on Walt, so we can put him up at the red table today. The blue table are going to be working with Mrs. McQuillan, and you're going to be sorting this sound. And
R.
which thinking map are you going to use to sort the sounds today? Cahill?
Tree map.
A tree map, well done. So you guys are sorting at the blue table. The green table are working with Mrs. O'Callaghan, and you're going to be working with your alphabet arcs, and Mrs. O'Callaghan's going to call out words for you to sound out like cat. Tell me the sounds in cat. Well done. You have to find the magnetic letters and make the words. The yellow table, you're going to be working with Mrs. O'Neill today, and you're going to be sequencing the days of the week onto which thinking map? Anyone at the yellow table know which thinking map? Noelle? A flow map, good girl. Now, you're going to have to do some thinking. Which hat are you going to use to tell me the order of the days of the weeks? Because you can't get the order of the days of the week in the wrong order. There's only one way to do it. Which thinking hat are you going to use? Anyone know? In primary one we use a task board system, so every day each table does a different activity. The activities we're looking at today would be the group who have the greatest need in class are doing a flow map, so they're doing a cut and stick, sequencing the days of the week, and then they're going to illustrate the pictures from the Very Hungry Caterpillar story. We also have another group who are doing a cut and stick on a phonics sort, so they're using a tree map to sort the digraphs and R. And we have our red table who are writing their own version of the Very Hungry Caterpillar. They're using the green hat creative thinking to turn it into the Very Hungry Boy or the Very Hungry Girl. And then we have another group today who are using magnetic letters to explore the alphabet. They're using a rainbow arc, and they're going to sound out and move the magnetic letters to make words like cat or ship. The children who are doing the story writing today, we've pre-planned the activities in the sense that we've come together as a whole class to formulate our bubble maps. So if you just look over on the board, you can see there's a bubble map to describe words of size, and there's a bubble map to describe colour words, and a bubble map to describe tasting words. So we're encouraging the children to make interesting sentences instead of just saying, on Monday I ate an apple. They have to locate the words in the bubble maps to make it a richer wow sentence.